That's fun. Hi everyone, my name is Eero Saunamäki and I'm a professional saxophone and recorder player from Helsinki, Finland. Last week I reviewed the Digital Instrument 2 Plus by Carry On, and today we are looking at the Pro version. This version is much more advanced with an OLED screen, much more sounds, MIDI over USB and lots of custom settings. So let's dive in. So in the cardboard box I already recycled, you can find the instrument itself with two washable and removable silicone mouthpieces, a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and also according to some websites there should be a soft case and a fingering chart or a manual. I didn't receive those, but hopefully you will. I think this is a sample unit that the company sent to me, so I got this for free, but the opinions of this digital instrument are my own. And I have attached a link to the manual in the description box below. The instrument is developed by the Blackstar company under their Carry On brand, and the price of this instrument is little under $300. Compared to the Plus version, the Pro version is more advanced. It comes with 65 built-in voices, an LCD screen, 4 levels of reverb, 5 levels of breath sensitivity and 4 levels of breath curve, 5 levels of portamento speed, key sensitivity, customizable functions with joystick controller and wired MIDI connections. The rest of the features are the same as with the Plus version, and those are transposing pitch by 12 semitones up or down, headphone jack for silent practice or connecting to a PA system, 3-watt built-in speaker, Bluetooth MIDI, and a rechargeable lithium battery with up to 3 hours of continuous use. Now let's take a look at the design of this instrument. It comes only in white color with black keys, and this is made out of this quite robust plastic, and it feels quite nice in the hand. It somehow has this kind of professional feeling to it. In the back you have the OLED screen with voice button, volume, transpose, reverb, settings, and of course a power button. And also here in the back you have the octave keys, joystick and thumb rest. Here in the side there's a function button, and in the end of the instrument there's a drain hole. I think the basic controls of this instrument are really easy to use. If you want to change sounds or voices, you just press the V button here and then scroll through with the arrow buttons. Same goes with volume. You press volume button and then there are numbers from 1 to 10 to choose from. T is for transpose, and you can go down or up 12 semitones. And under the button R you will find 4 different levels of reverb. Alright, so now I have chosen my basic settings, and they are instrument is alto sax 1, volume is at 7, transpose is in E flat, which is the basic thing for alto sax, and then reverb is at 2. And now I press the settings button and we'll dive deeper to the detailed settings. First up we have octave shift, which at the moment is at 0. And then we can go 2 octaves down or 2 octaves up. And remember that you can still use these octave keys right here. So you can have a really wide range of notes with this instrument. Under the fingering setting, you can select between saxophone fingerings and Chinese flute fingerings. Breath sensitivity. That refers to the amount of air pressure required to generate a loud sound. The higher the sensitivity means less air pressure is needed to make the note louder. So if I choose this and choose very high, I can make kind of crescendo and diminuendo with my air pressure, but I don't have to do that much work with my muscles. And then if I choose very low, then I have much more control. So I think if you're a beginner, you should choose a higher number, and if you're a professional already how to use your diaphragm and so on, you could select a lower setting. And then we have the breath curve with 4 different levels, and I read it from the manual. This refers to the amount of air pressure needed to transition a loud note and sustain it. A reduced breath curve means less pressure needed to transition a loud note, making it more suitable for beginners, whereas experienced individuals may prefer a higher curve for greater control and expression. So this is number 1. I don't have to do that much again with my muscles, and then yeah, so now I really have to know how to use my breathing muscles. So higher number for pros, lower number for amateurs. Next is key sensitivity. I leave it on high because I think the normal and low settings give you some latency when changing from note to note. There's a small latency still, even though the sensitivity is on high. But it's not that bad overall. Then you can choose between 5 levels of portamento speed and even make up your own speed with the user setting. Then you can choose the pitch bend range, which you use with the joystick down here. So now the range is 3 semitones. And let's change it to 12 semitones, so that's an octave. So the difference is really huge there, and I think this is quite convenient. Then there are also settings for modulation depth, modulation rate, velocity, function key, and what does the joystick do when you push it up or down, left or right. You can also change the MIDI channel, master tuning, Bluetooth, standby, and language of this instrument. This Pro version gives you more keys compared to the Plus model. So in here, in the side, you have the function key, and here you have the joystick we just also talked about, and these are also customizable. So at the moment, the side key changes instrument when I press it. And with the joystick you can do the pitch bends, for example. This instrument has 65 built-in sounds, and I think I'll just go through them because I think that's the thing that you are most interested in. Alto sax 1. Alto sax 2. Tenor sax 1. Tenor sax 2. Tenor sax 3, which has a growl effect. Soprano sax. Baritone sax. Trumpet. Trombone. Trombone with damper. Tenor horn 1. Tenor horn 2. And there's also a vibrato with quite many of these instruments, so beware, that could be a good thing or not. Tuba. Alp horn. French horn. English horn. Clarinet. Bass clarinet. That was quite nice in the low register. Well, oboe. Bassoon. Piccolo. Flute 1. Flute 2. Maybe a bit more articulation here. Pan flute. Recorder. Whistle 1, and this has a glissando effect. Whistle 2. Ocarina. Union pipes with glissando. Whoa. Border pipes. Also glissando, kind of affected on the way I blow or play. Harmonica 1. Harmonica 2. Church organ. Reed organ. Drawbar organ. Quite nice. Percussive organ. Accordion 1. Accordion 2. Violin. No vibrato there. Cello. Contrabass. Strings. Orchestra hit. Bell. Chinese flute 1 with growl. And I think that's more of like a glissando. And again, when I blow more, the effect is more hearable. Chinese flute 2. Hulusi with trill. Babu with trill. That's fun. Dangxiao with ornamentation. Xun with trill. I didn't notice any trill, but it says it has trill. Then Suona with growl. That was really audible. Then Mato Queen with no special effect. Erhu with trill. Gucheng with tremolo. This is really nice, like playing a wind instrument but still sounded like a plucked instrument. Shakuhachi. Voice. Choir. Synth strings. Synth brass 1. Synth brass 2. Synth 1. Synth 2. Like weird kind of 80s sound. Synth 3. synth 4. Synth 5. And now we're back in alto sax 1. Those were the 65 different sounds. I really do like how the instrument feels in your hands when you play it, and you can really push the buttons, and with the smaller buttons you can control the chromatics up or down, and in here you have the octave buttons, and it feels quite solid. There's a small hissing sound coming out of the drain hole, which you can probably hear, and also of course the humidity that you blow into the instrument turns into water of some kind, so be careful not to ruin your notes or iPad or a computer when playing this. Like its predecessors, this Pro model also has a Bluetooth MIDI, and you can check out my old video on how to connect this kind of instrument wirelessly to your GarageBand or the like. But the big thing with this model is that you can also use a wired MIDI connection, because this includes a TRS MIDI output that utilizes a standard 3.5mm mini jack. And to link it to a 5-pin DIN MIDI connection, you can purchase a 3.5mm to 5-pin DIN adapter from retailers like Amazon. This instrument has a built-in rechargeable battery, which you can charge with a USB-C cable, and when fully charged it gives you about 3 hours of playing time. And the Pro version also has a automatic power off function. Alright, now it's time for the conclusion. What do I like and don't like about this Digital Wind Instrument 2 Pro by Carry On? I do like the size of it. It's about the same size as an alto recorder, and it feels really kind of sturdy in the hand. And I think the weight distribution is great. Thumb rest works fine, and I think this looks quite great, and I would imagine that I could even use this on stage as a professional musician. The OLED screen really helps you with a lot of settings that the instrument gives you, and I like the fact that you have the function button here and the joystick in here. Also, finally, in this quite low price range, we finally have the wired MIDI stuff. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I believe it works great, and that gives you loads of possibilities. Also, the very varied controls related to breath sensitivity and that sort of stuff, that's something I really like with this instrument. The volume is quite loud when put to max, but with some sound you also get a bit of distortion, so that's why I might not use this on stage acoustically as a professional performer. And it would have been very nice if they had included some kind of strap you could attach here. I've used to playing a lot of different kinds of wind instruments like baritone saxophone and the like, but for amateurs who are not kind of used to holding an instrument, they might feel a bit of strain on the thumb of the right hand, so that's why a strap would be very nice. So if you are an amateur musician, I think you should definitely buy this for $300. It gives you loads of possibilities into exploring to the world of electronic instruments. And also the fact that this also has Bluetooth and wired MIDI, I think that's really a great thing in this price range for this kind of instrument. For a professional, this might give you some nice extra feelings, and if the MIDI works really well, I think then this is worth also your while. Hey, thanks a lot for watching this video, and I really hope that this walkthrough helped you. And if it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And you can find buying links and more info in the description box, and we'll see you in the next one.